Welcome everybody to Onward VRML Season 13 Week 1. I am your host Jamie, bringing you a fantastic game today. We're going to see Mad Mafia MM, who are brand new to Season 13, having only played one challenge so far, take on Virtual Secret, a team that is more well practiced, I guess, in the Onward VRML scene. They've been around since Season 10, I want to say. Myself and Legil from Boss Fight, certainly he's done quite a lot in coaching them throughout their history here with the VRML. So this is a team that's been trained by one of the top teams, really, when you think about it, with Boss Fight, Legil. So, going to be a great game to watch today. And we'll quickly go into the bans as these teams are in the lobby at the moment and ready to go. The first ban that's coming in today is going to be Cargo, and that is from Mad Mafia. So one of the smallest maps straight away off the table. We've seen it banned quite a lot this week, having got quite a few games casted this week. So we have seen Cargo off the tables, not seen it played that much. Virtual Secret having played it 15 times and they're throughout the seasons, and only won it 6 times. Maybe it was a bit more of a kind of a tactical ban from Mad Mafia. And the ban coming in from Virtual Secret will be Suburbia, and Suburbia off the tables as well, meaning 2 of the smallest maps gone. You're definitely going to be seeing some big maps played tonight. The first one being Subway, which is kind of middle of the road. So maybe we're going to see Bazaar, Quarantine, those kind of maps. I know Virtual Secret do like Snow Peak. It's definitely one of their favourites. And with that, we are going to go into the very first round of tonight. Mad Mafia take on Virtual Secret. Virtual Secret, having played this map many times, gonna be aware of how they need to defend this objective. It's kind of one of the tough ones, really, as it's very spread out. There can be certain angles where Marsok can get in and just sneak in for that cap. Here we're going to see Taysonda, one of the newer members of Virtual Secret, covering the south stairs. Esteban and Big Will going to try their hand at pushing down. And just like that, 2 members of Mad Mafia do go down. Taysonda playing very well to put a stop to that south push. Next up. Oh, and the C4 going out. Very well played by X-Ice. I know Virtual Secret do like their C4s. They use them quite often in a lot of maps, so it's definitely something to be keeping an eye out for there.
No.
Virtual Secret being very calm at the moment and just holding these tight angles. This is definitely one of the harder kind of approaches to take for this objective, the north. You can see that red laser is just checking down here. It's one of those areas where if you're not pushing from overpass, this is the only other place really you can be coming from. Game streamer certainly confident in this approach, just keeping that. There's a call out for a movement at some point, whereas Savage maybe moving around to the south now, which probably not a bad idea. Just try and split that defense up so they can't just cover one exit. With 5 members still up, it's definitely going to be a very tough task for Mad Mafia to get in there and start taking those picks. Good awareness there from Savage, seeing the dead bodies of his fallen comrades and opted to go with the smoke and then not go that way. It's definitely the play that you need to make. If you see those dead bodies, you got to be aware there's something bad's there and you just don't want to deal with that.
Is it you on the train track, Sarge? Yeah, I don't know if it was you or an enemy north.
Coming down now to the 1 minute 30. DC Savage opted to take the overpass, which probably all the entrance is going to be the best one in this scenario. Not really that covered, and he's going to be able to get quite a bit of ground.
Still voices below me, north side. I think upstairs or downstairs, double down.
Oh, unfortunate for DC
Minus
Savage.
one north tracks, there's still one above me or below me.
He does just walk into
it's
Sarge's
upstairs, overpass,
line of
overpass.
sight there, and Game Streamer
Upstairs,
being called
upstairs.
out not correctly for his position. So he may be able to get a sneak shot here as Sarge is only checking the exit. So if Streamer can just...
Keep running, keep running.
There it is. He can hear
Keep
this
running.
talking.
It's still above me.
And the timer, the timer did run out there. I got a little bit invested in that, seeing who was going to be the first one to push, but timer did go down. Mad Mafia, unfortunately, running out of time there. Virtual Secret, fortunately, getting the point. Very tight defense, able to just hold off any approach. So, Virtual Secret 1 point ahead early on. Some of that pretty tight defense there, and kind of the way that you would probably expect it when it comes to a team that has played this map so many times and played this objective so many times. They've seen a lot of things and played it against the likes of beginners, boss fights, and those teams. So it's going to be a tough one for Mad Mafia, and I'm expecting maybe something the Virtual Secret possibly may not have seen before. I don't know, that's what you get with these kind of newer teams sometimes, is some of those plays that you see will you just wouldn't have maybe seen before, and that's what these new teams do bring to the team, to the game. New metas, new approaches, new things, so it's always good to see. Now we are going to see Mad Mafia have to defend against Virtual Secret, so another nice tight defense probably coming up there. Wait until Marshall gets into the line of sight. As we go into round number 2. Mad Mafia versus Virtual Secret.
I will. No, it's fine.
Good luck, lads.
I'm going right, but then I'm swinging around
Alright. Oh.
to cover the middle for a minute. You can just keep going right.
So we're going to see a pretty common push here, straight through the tunnels. No resistance from Mad Mafia. DC definitely with a pick onto Dragon Square, turning this into a 5v4. But Blizzard Vox going to get a pick of his own onto Game Streamer. Let's say going to somewhat open up the overpass there. It's an interesting defense here. 2 players defending the overpass. And then we're going to see 3 dotted around the objective. Esteban in a great position here to cover the south, just as anyone kind of crosses into your line of sight. Unfortunately, Game Streamer has gone down on the objective, so it is somewhat uncovered. The only got Definitely and Big Will able to kind of keep an eye on it from the tracks, but any smokes and a quick push, you could find yourself getting a cap from behind this pillar here. And I don't know if anyone, Esteban or Definitely, would be able to get in time. Excites does finish off Game Streamer, who would have been calling out all this movement.
-1, north tracks.
Sarge with a great pick onto Esteban, opening up those, opening up the south tracks. Two minutes 45 remaining. Sarge getting a little bit of brave there. Narrowly avoids getting killed. Has definitely put shots straight onto him, giving away his position. Sarge opting to rotate and then come from a different angle. And DC Deathly now, he's rotating also, but in a different angle. Excise just... Oh! These long-range shots coming out. Savage able to take Blizzard VAR, but X-Ice being the victor in his battle with Deathly. It's a blimmin' long shots, really, when you think about it. You're firing at pixels, basically, a lot of the time. The problem here is the smokes are coming out, and this is what I said would happen. You've got this pillar here, and you can't get in quick enough. Esteban's gone down from the south, so the back's open, and there it is. Sarge in with the cap. Great attack by Virtual Secret.
Can't hit me, can't hit me.
Well, very well played there by Virtual Secret, pushing in on the objective with the smokes there, just getting the picks and identifying the enemy position. Fortunate for Mad Mafia, where they were pretty far off the objective there and just not able to rotate in. This is the scenario where once your team's going down, you need to be getting back in on the objective, provide some cover around it. You can't leave it open for even 2 seconds because you can just get a quick cap like that. Quick shout out, how's it going, Battlestar? Good to see you in there, Downpour. Hope you guys are enjoying this little battle here. Mad Mafia now just need to kind of bring it back together and just hold the composure, really. They're going in for an attack, and it is tough when the cap's just gone out. Not gonna lie, but this is their first season, and they've only played 1 challenge, I think it was, so far. So this team has got a lot of experience to get yet, and this is what comes from these games. So we will go into the 3rd round now.
Yeah, thank you. Good cover, good comms.
And that's
And you can shoot through.
that's a good team though, and something happens is good, you know. Give each other the morale booster. Mad Mafia getting the south spawn, which objectively is, in my opinion, better than the north, as you can get down these alleyways pretty quick. Sometimes you may see a little bit of resistance from Vault, but Virtual Secret, knowing that it is the 3 points ahead, just got to keep a nice tight defense around the objective. Just watch the entrances. There's about 3 of them, so it's going to be smooth for them to be able to keep an eye on it. Mad Mafia need to get that equipment usage in there, some smoke, some flashes, and a few grenades. We're not seeing too many grenades at the moment in this season, so frag grenades definitely can help you out a little bit. Blizzardvart, though, covering this alleyway, and this is where those check grenades definitely do come in. It is such good cover behind there. This can be the tough one. You don't really want to give away your smokes too early because you're going to want them for the objective, but this approach can be tough. We're coming down to 3 minutes now as Mad Mafia is slowly getting into position. We are going to see a little bit of backup here coming from the tunnel. DC Savage, Blizzardvark is going to be watching this. Smoke comes out. Unfortunately, not quite far enough, and that's going to give away the fact that obviously he's there. So Blizzardvark are going to be watching this, and Esteban now making his movement. Oh, that onward timing. Blizzardvark just moves in just as Esteban does come down. Needs to be turning around. I think a little bit of miscommunication here. Blizzardvark does turn around at the right time there to be able to get the pick onto Esteban. Definitely very aware of what's coming on here. Get some nice pre-fire into there so we can push into a corner, but not going to go out with that movement. So Blizzardvark getting ready for a battle here. Puts his flash grenades on the ground. Oh, with a nice pick from DC Deathly, taking out Blizzardvark, opening up this south push now. This would mean disaster if Mad Mafia can kind of sync up a little bit. So they're coming from one side, so Virtual Secret have the advantage in only having to kind of keep an eye on that one entrance. Flash coming out, will get Dragon Square, but C4 comes out in a desperate bid. Sarge with a nade takes out Game Streamer.
Grenade, I'm still alive. I'm so confused because I'm blind.
Lots of things going on. DC definitely poked around the corner to take out Sarge. Big Will. Very blind, as he called it. These smokes dissipating very slowly, very well placed. Dragon Square definitely can't see at the moment. More smokes coming out. DC definitely Big Will. Savage coming in. The nade comes out just a little bit too far, possibly. And the revenge cap's definitely coming out at the moment. DC Savage is on it. Dragon Square's not really keeping an eye on this. Oh, but Sunder comes round with a flank. Definitely saves the objective there. The trade comes out. Virtual Secret gaining a point, but very close to a cap there. Ooh, they're going to be talking about that one in the tent. That was very close. 4 more seconds, and that would have definitely been a cap there, as he definitely was ready, and he had tablet out. He was getting closer. He got the code up. He definitely brought that up, and then started moving in. And ooh, fortunate there for Mad Mafia. But if that's a testament to anything that's going to be coming tonight, then this quarantine now that we're going into is going to be a good map. This one being Virtual Secret's pick now, and it's definitely going to be a tactical one. It's a tough one for, we always say, you know, teams that are newer to get some cohesion and be able to perform kind of well thought out and you know, very smooth plans. They go somewhat okay, but it definitely takes time, and you've got to run them over and over and over. But you never know. Mad Mafia may have been practicing this a lot in the off-season. Like I say, it's a new team, so they could have formed early on and just been screaming like crazy. And this is what we do like to see when it comes to these games. Virtual Secret going to be on the attack now. They did pick the map. Remember, you can also opt to pick a side, something that we don't see too often here in games, and that one can certainly be you know, an interesting thing to do against teams. First objective coming up, going to be the far eastern courtyardy objective, which is a fun one to do. Bolt can surround the objective and just create these choke points, cover the streets, and Marsark having to basically travel the length of the map. We'll find it a bit of a struggle. And with that, we go into the first round of the second map. Virtual Secret 4 points ahead currently. Mad Mafia, though, very close to a cap in that very last one. So I don't rule them out for this one. They've definitely got a few plans up their sleeve and a few ways of doing things.
No problem, man.
This may be where the experience comes out if we just take it. Yeah. Teams would usually be covering that street very, very, very early on, and you definitely need smokes usually for the cross. So Esteban getting across by the grace of anything. Excise now coming in for the approach here. Big Whale and Savage covering the central area there. Luke on the map, and we will see that we've got a bit of a 2-1-2 split, which is pretty common really for this map. We'll see teams like that kind of coverage. You know, you can just systematically take control of the map and then eventually surround the objective, take out the Vault members remaining. Esteban is tucked in away at the back there, just waiting to see what he can see, and Sarge now has a choice. Does he go around the back there and clear behind the 5-story, or does he kind of push through and see what he can see on the objective? Now probably going to see a push here around the back, and Esteban coming around to see what he can see. Sarge can't just quite see each other. Eventually Esteban does see Sarge, and he gets taken out. In Mad Mafia, the first kill of this map. With a center trade there coming out.
Same building, -1 their side. If you just come to the north side.
Alright, is the other person on your side?
Just listening to these guys talk to each other. You got Excise saying he's down, he's getting call outs. Savage needing the revive. Big Will coming in now.
I'm above ground, by the tank. Thank you, brother.
Sure you got that double tap. Double tap, double tap! No! Double tap! Always double tap! No, double tap! There we go. And you didn't need to run that far out, I don't think. Unfortunately there, yeah, but Tayson, a great pick. Evening things up. Oh well, at least taking one player out.
You get him?
And 1 minute 30 remaining. Virtual Secret got a lot of ground to cover, and if you're losing people at this point, it's going to make it even harder when it comes down to that final 30 seconds.
Dad, that's not important right now. Can you please just leave my bedroom? Please, I'm in the middle of a match.
So,
No, probably the Easter egg, Dad.
Dragon Square getting a kick onto DC Deathly. He goes down. As I was saying that, Virtual Secret could be turning this around. Blizzardvark is slowly making his way around now. Taysander takes out Esteban in the south. Oh, but Game Streamer in a great position to be able to cover the north there. Does take out Blizzardvark, eating things up 2-2. Dragon Square gonna be knowing where all this gunshot's coming out, and it's a pretty common spot, but it's a brilliant spot nonetheless. You know, it's definitely a hard one to take out the defender while he sits there. Dragon Square gonna go for the angle where he can't be seen as he pushes in. Taysander, though, on the objective. Tablet out, there is nobody sitting here, and the cap's going to come out. 12 seconds left, and Virtual Secret gets another cap against Mad Mafia. Oh, and just as it was looking so good as well, you know, they heard the beep and they got to run in, but unfortunately he lost the south side, and Virtual Secret were able to just walk in and get that cap. Well, main thing is, Mad Mafia watch this back and they're able to see where they got pushed on and wanting to bolster, but it's always tough to take things on the chin like that and brush them off and then go into your round and just continue. We are going to see Mad Mafia now go for the attack themselves, go for that cap. Virtual Secret going to have to hold down their positions and just maintain this level of composure that they're showing. That countdown just go. We will go into round number 2 for map number 2. So, anticipating a very similar defense here. Blizzardvark going to be the one to take the motel there. Taysander and Dragon Square able to cross into the south, with Sergeant Excise covering the objective from the center. This is looking like a pretty heavy push here from Deathly as he checks out the basement of the central tanky area. Blizzardvark sitting outside of the motel, trying to see if he can see anyone on the med burning. Not going to see anyone though. Nobody is there. Deathly though. Sure he's seen or heard something, but must be moving in now. I'm seeing a very similar kind of approach here from Mad Mafia as well, but they're 3 on the north as opposed to 2 in the south, so that northern side very bolstered there, and it's always a good way of pushing in on this objective. We'll come over here on the north side and see how these guys are going.
Hi. Although we'll go on. Watch it.
Is that height to your advantage there, Esteban? Oh, the onward timing, Blizzard looks away just at the last second, not able to spot Esteban as he moves in, but Dragon Square and Taysonda are going to get a couple picks on their own. The south push does get taken out. The north now only way of pushing in, and this was reminiscent of the last attack round they did when they did this on Subway, and it definitely worked in their favor when they had this heavy push. They worked well together, and they definitely used the equipment. Oh, Blizzardvark is watching all this. One goes down, Big Will. Game Streamer now just hesitant on this approach. More gunshots coming out from Taysonda.
There's one our side of glass.
That way. That way.
Bit more planning going on between Game Streamer and Esteban. Probably going to be the most optimal route here. As Blizzardvark is distracted there in the northeast. One minute 30 remaining. This is where the push really needs to start getting a bit more steam, really, as Game Streamer and Esteban are slowly creeping in. It is definitely going to be a tough one, as Virtual Secret do have everyone still up, but stranger things have happened if Game Streamer and Esteban can work together and push in and take out Sarge on the objective and cover each other as Excise probably tries to rotate in at that point. Then they could be on, but 40 seconds remaining. They're still pretty far away. They're going to have to make a last-ditch effort very soon to be able to push in on the objective. They're going to hear the beep. At which point, there's the beep, and Virtual Secret going to be able to just hunker down now and just cover any last-ditch approach to the objective. If Flash does come out, possibly gets Blizzardvark, opening up this push here. Esteban going in, 12 seconds remaining. Sarge, though, watching this angle, does see the movement. Game Streamer now left on his own again. Got to push in, 3 seconds.
East End Motel, East End Motel.
There's the timer. Zarvart does go down at the end there to Game Streamer, but it will not give them the point, unfortunately, and Virtual Secret will pick up their third uncontested point tonight. Oh. I said earlier on, it's a very, very tough map for new teams. You know, you've got a lot of ground to cover, and you've got to have that cohesion. Unfortunately, the South did go down there, leaving the North just able to be watched, basically, and it certainly doesn't help situations. So we are going to change the objective up a bit now, though. Good to see everyone in chat tonight. Zuma Boomer, King Chava, Paydexter, and Oliver. How's it going, everyone? Thank you for watching the stream tonight, and these two teams duke it out. Support's always good. Gonna go in for the gas station objective now, and this one's my favorite actually of this map. I love this one. It's, in my opinion, you can easily cap it, but you can also easily defend it. So, I guess if you get two, a team that likes to defend it and a team that likes to attack it and keep swapping them over, then I guess it's like an unstoppable force meeting an unstoppable force. As Mad Mafia go into their defense, and Virtual Secret go on for the attack.
Good luck. Hold your position. No peeking.
Some good advice there from, I think, Game Streamer, I want to say. Hold your do. Good luck. No peepee. Can't be peaky. Oh, Big Will on a good position there to be able to just hold that defense, but one thing you do have to be careful of, and Virtual Secret will know this, is this corner here. You can cap from there, so if Big Will doesn't hear the tablet go out, they, you know, you may think it's completely clear. But it can definitely happen. Ooh. DC definitely getting a little bit aggressive on his push here. I think possibly may have seen Excise there, but opts not to take the shots. It is tough, but Sarge definitely spotted DC deathly.
South garage, south of the hospital.
That's a nice long-range pick onto him, starting things out with a Virtual Secret kill.
On my side.
So Esteban could be the next person to see some movement. Does get a good pick onto Taysander, holding down this northern approach, well, northwestern approach. If he decides to push on just a little bit further, then potentially he could get behind this Virtual Secret attack. Dragon Square definitely anticipating the movement, but this one just holding and staying very reserved on this. We are coming down to 2 minutes 50 remaining, and you want to be pushing on this objective, I guess, around 1 minute 30-ish. That's when you need to start throwing your smokes and getting your plan in. Give yourselves a good amount of time to be able to reassess things if it doesn't go quite right. And Virtual Secret going to be aware of this timing. So they are slowly pushing in as we see Sarge take mid-burning and call that out. Dragon Square still watching for this flank, but Esteban hasn't pushed up yet. He's going to be a little bit out of sync with his team potentially. As Excise spots.
One in garage looking at
spots
one
Savage
in
sitting there.
Station looking at garage.
2 minutes now coming in. Blizzardvar gets a pick onto Big Will.
One in gas station. Okay, gas station is dead. Gas station is dead.
Savage didn't see Excise, and Excise was in the prime position to be able to just keep an eye on things. And the first smoke is coming out now, and the second smoke behind it. Another smoke coming in. Sarge wanting to get in there. Brilliant smokes. Game Streamer protects the objective really well there. Blizzardvar, though, does take him out, and this completely opens up the objective. Esteban, being the last remaining defender, is very far away. He needs to be rotating in. These smokes are still on there. Blizzardvar very close to the objective. Gunshots coming out, and he's going to know if they've got an accurate kill count. Dragon Square, though, decides to just take him out to give Virtual Secret their 4th point of the night. Well, their 8th point of the night. Oh, that was looking. It was looking definitely promising there. And Mafia held well until the very last second there, where the smokes just come out and as people start going down. Certainly tough, and I feel like they've definitely learned a lot probably from tonight going against this team, and that's what it is all about, these early few games, as people, as well, teams get their MMR set, and get their MMR set and get their position set, so you start playing teams that are basically around the same level. So don't feel bad, you are playing a team that been around for a very long time, so. But to that effect, we will be going now onto Bazaar, which is the kind of like third smallest, I want to say. It's definitely smaller than Subway. I mean, Subway's got 3 levels, so. Oh, but Tanker. You always forget about Tanker because nobody plays it. We need to see more tanking. That's definitely what we need. Put a petition in. Everyone watching this, more tanking to be played. I like tanker. Whilst I ramble, teams are loading in. The first objective going to be the Coyote objective. This is Mad Mafia's pick. So, Coyote, we say it every time, very tough objective. Last vault, defend it, gotta be rotating, you've gotta be covering a lot of angles on this. You have the Eastern approach, which is a very common one. Players will basically, fly around. So if you get this eastern spawn here, and we can't see it because we move through the objectives, but yeah, they go through the east and they come on the objective, and then sometimes you get people in the west and sometimes you get people in the north, but like say east, most common. So that is generally where you probably want to put your defenders. Again, we do have the delay, but good to see you, Dub City VR Tournament. Swinging by to show some support for these teams playing in the EU region, which is always good. We are now 5 out of 5 on both sides, neither team having opted to swap anyone out, so players at the moment are all warmed up and got that going for them. Final deliberations, which, you know, Mad Mafia is going to play for points at the moment. If they can successfully take out Virtual Secret on this map and give themselves 4 uncontested points themselves, definitely will soften that MMR blow. These final moments of planning certainly taking a little bit longer. And, oh, there we go. Just have to complain. Found that last night. Map number 3, round number 1 is a go. Mad Mafia on the attack, Virtual Secret on the defense. It is Coyote objective, people. This one can go anyway. Even the veteran teams, once things start going down and the smoke start going out, we're only people, you know, and the panic does set in. So
Guys, right? Some of them might push up. Don't go around there. Oh, dead end. Yep.
a little bit of map information there for teammates. It's always good. This is a very common way of approaching this objective. You basically play to the spawn. So if you get this western spawn like Mad Mafia have, then you will probably put your forces in the west mostly, and if you get the east, that's when they do it. We do have that eastern approach coming through as well, so nobody going to be taking the main bazaar.
Push up.
Can see Dragon Square going to be covering close to this area, but teams are just waiting for anyone to move in on their sight lines. So hopefully we're going to see some good grenades coming out from Mad Mafia, just to check those corners and make sure that, hey, nobody's sitting there. But they are. Three minutes 20 now remaining. We're getting closer on this approach. Taysanda takes out DC Savage. Turn this into a 5v4 pretty early, well, midway through. Now Esteban and Big Will planning to try and take out Taysanda, who's just covered nicely by the stairs. We're all seeing the northeastern approach coming in. Excise takes out Deathly, though. Flash coming out. Does get Esteban. Gotta stay low. Hoping for that backup from his teammate there. Unfortunately, Big Will gets picked off from Taysanda. Esteban now knows exactly where he is. Oh, Taysanda drops down. Good map knowledge.
Only right one.
Esteban gets taken out, unfortunately, and Game Streamer is now left alone.
Near east wall.
Can you fuck off? Thank you very much. I know where you are already, so...
Game Streamer just baiting out there, Excise, trying to get him come out in the open.
Oh. I took one out of your lads. You know I'm here. I know I'm there.
Oh, great pick onto Excise now. Now it's 1 minute 30. Game Streamer feeling the thrill of the game now. Once you start getting that first kill and the second kill, the third kill definitely comes in. Just checking there of the eastern courtyard. Don't want to get picked off. Maybe swung around just a little bit quick, but still, it's a great approach at the moment. I'm definitely liking this. Blizzardvart though is covering all this. So once Game Streamer drops,
He's on exit spot.
oh, the call out gets made of his position now. Got a choice. Do I rotate? Goes for the rotation, but it's coming around from the north, and it's to be expected. There it is. Sarge hears this, calling it out more. "30 seconds remaining. We don't want to be We don't want to be getting caught out like we have been in the previous rounds. Oh, and the splashes do come out. Sarge finishes off. Game Streamer giving Virtual Secret the first point of the third map. So they're getting closer and closer individually. You know, Mad Mafia are definitely performing well, and it's just bringing it all together, really. That's just what comes with time. Virtual Secret staying well and composed and just keeping it together and doing what they were doing even in the first round and the second round, you know, still playing the same way, still having that communication. They're a great side to play against. They're a great bunch of guys as well, you know. I'm sure you've seen bits that they're doing if you've been around for a few seasons. You'll have seen bits that they do with tournaments and whatnot, so always good to see folk doing bits like that. Quick look over on the chat. My favorite weapon. Oh, favorite weapon. I like to play with a sniper, although I was never really allowed to because I wasn't very good. But I still like to play with it. So probably have to do the M16. You know, it's a very nice gun. I feel like if I held one, being in the UK, you know, we can't, so I just feel like it would definitely be a nice lightweight, you know, not too much recoil coming off from it, but, you know, it has that kind of like pow, you know. But speaking of, I do like the M249. I'm a big fan of the M249. If I could ever fire that, you know, it's one of those guns that you definitely feel the America coming out of it in every shot. It's just so well made. I imagine anyway, I've ever used it in the game. So, but yes, so good to see you guys all talking and having fun there. Thank you very much for jumping in. So we are going to go now into the second round. Now I've done talking about myself and see what Mad Mafia, or well, Virtual Secret can do against Mad Mafia. And the pick's coming out straight away. Definitely gets rid of Blizzard. Oh. Isander though rushing in the smokes. I think there are smokes. He's just rushing in for the cap. Oh, no, he's really watching it. He just literally ran straight down. Oh no. Oh. I think there was like, oh no, there was one defender, I think, covering the objective there, and oh, Virtual Secret, well played, but that was naughty. That was very naughty. That one's gonna hurt a little bit. Let's chalk it up as a learning experience, guys. Keep on that objective, you know. This one you need 3 people really covering it properly. One, and then have one in the east and one in the west, and that's it. You cannot falter on this objective because, as you just saw, you know, it just takes your defender to go down. Even if that was a trade, Excise was there on the backup and he was in a position to cap. And a lot of people, myself included, you know, we can cap very quick if we get a good if you get a very good code, and B, you know, remembering the you know, some people can just cap very fast. So you have got to be watching for that, I'm afraid. But it was a great play by Virtual Secret and great equipment usage, just shock and awe strategy, you know, played it very, very reserved in the past few rounds and just opted this time to say, hey, no, we're going for it on this one. So very well played and, you know, changing things up just a little bit there. So next objective now is going to be the southeast. And we are going to, I think, see the quick spawn, is it? I won't say that one's, or is the quick spawn the one in the north, like northeast? I don't know. Tell me in chat. There's so many spawns. The pre-fire, as usual, comes straight through. Zardbot opts to go for a bit of an aggressive push. Trying to get round on the flank, but he's going to come into a little bit of resistance here as Game Streamer pushes round. DC definitely opening things up yet again with a pick onto Sarge. This is like second or third time that he's gone down. That is one of the worst things I'm going to say about playing competitive. It's just that one person in the game usually that is just there, you know, constantly killing you. No matter where you go, it could be at any point in the game, but they are the ones that are killing you. Esteban and DC definitely now taking out Taysonder and Dragon Square. Virtual Secret down to 2 players. Sarge off the objective. I mean, this could just, if X-Ice goes down, then DC definitely is in a position here to even things out, or well, at least get a cap back on of their own. Sarge got to rotate in, has rotated back in though. Now bringing some back up to the objective. X-Ice goes down. We're down to the sing. Oh, and DC definitely MVP of the round takes out the final member there. 4 kills between him and Esteban getting a kill of his own there onto Taysonder. Great teamwork and just a great push there from DC definitely. Just like that, Mad Mafia get a point back of their own, and that, you know, that is important as well, you know. It's a brand new team going against a team that's been here for many seasons, and just, I don't even think Mad Mafia lost anyone there. You know, they just steamrolled them on that map, on that round, and wow, just very well played there, Mad Mafia. Definitely there will have shook up Virtual Secret just a little bit. I mean, and it's not even like they played it to relax or anything. They played it like as you would usually, you know. They held their corners, and the Zardbot being the only one who kind of pushed out a little bit far. But I mean, that's just a common thing to do really with that. You know, he rotated in when he had to, so happy days, no issue there. But Mad Mafia just punishing Virtual Secret for just being there. It's our objective. We are going to see the same spawn. DC Savage taking out Taysonder. X-Ice not happy with that free fire. Very well played. Going to try to get some pre-fire of his own onto the opposition there, but just not going to quite land their mark. DC definitely probably not going to be sure that he's got that. When you watch this back, very well played, mate. Very well played. Oh, X-Ice now on the approach in the south. Be looking to get revenge onto Deathly for that. DC definitely takes out X-Ice. Sorry about that. I just realised I did leave the overlay up for a minute. You would have seen a little bit. So it's all good. Oh, what the team kill!
Fuck. TK'd by accident. My bad.
Yeah, gotta call it out, mate. But ooh. Just goes to show that, you know, that the
is that a friendly on that side? I need an answer.
When the pressure is mounting there, DC definitely getting called out, being asked if that's a friendly or not, and Esteban just not quite sure. Doesn't take the shots. Oh! Oh! Bit of cat and mouse going on between start, and DC definitely the winner out of that that little battle there. It's a name I keep saying, I keep bringing up. This DC definitely somebody to be watching. All of a sudden, this Mad Mafia team just really bringing it back, and this is brilliant to see, especially like, you know, how things have gone. It's certainly one of the hardest bits is just to continue going, really. A lot of teams like to, you know, at that point probably throw in the towel, but not Mad Mafia. They're just fighting with everything they've got here. 2 minutes remaining. Blizzardvark has got to push in. Dragon Square coming around on the east. These.
No, just let's get confirmation on kills. I got 2 confirmed. 1 TK. 4 remaining or not. They could also move through buildings, so.
Hearing some call outs between the Mad Mafia side as they give each other information on how an approach may come. Dragon Square coming around on the east, and it's going to be pretty uncontested, really, till he gets in on the objective, and then that's when Esteban and Savage are going to be watching. Gotta stay quiet. Zardvar also making his move through the middle of the street now. These two players pretty well synced at the moment, and they're coordinated pretty well. You know, coming down to 50 seconds, Dragon Square and Blizzardvar are going to have to put a bit of work in now to start getting some picks, as Mad Mafia are looking strong on this objective. And there's the first pick for Blizzardvar onto DC. Definitely going to be a key pick here. But 30 seconds remaining, the pressure and the beat just gone. Dragon Square now going in on the objective himself. Flash comes out. Game streamer though watching the alleyway. Blizzardvar, the sole defender for sole attacker for Virtual Secret, got to push in. Wondering, is it open? Oh, game streamer is just watching that corner, and successfully gives Mad Mafia their second point of the night. That's what we like to see, folks. The comeback is here. You know, 2 more points. Mad Mafia now going into attack of their own. The objective is going to be the northeast one, so it's going to be somewhat tough. Not gonna lie, you know, as I was saying earlier, that one is kind of one of the harder ones possibly to approach with, and I do apologise for briefly leaving the overlay up on that last one. Yes, as I was saying though, northeast objective, Virtual Secret just need to hold their positions down now and not allow Mad Mafia to get in, but DC definitely has been a thorn in the side of Virtual Secret for this Bazaar. As he's been just getting into positions and making great approaches and getting the picks. So we could see a little bit more of that as we go into the 5th round now of map number 3.
fire lane.
Vector's calling out again about the pre-fire. Nobody wants to get picked off early on. If we take a quick look on the map here, and we are going to see a southern or southeast approach coming in. And then also an approach from the bazaar, which is pretty common. Have one player off the objective in the north, and another player kind of far away on the east, but not really too bad. Again, very standard defense from Virtual Secret there, and as they hope to put a stop to the Mad Mafia attack here.
Team of 3, we hold here a couple of seconds and then we push up, okay? We hold for now.
Some fun deliberations there from Esteban. As you know when they're going to approach. Tyson, they're going to be hearing the gunshots from DC Deathly. Not checked that north, and that's the punishment there. Tyson gets the pick onto Game Streamer, who couldn't get the refrag, and we're now down to a 3v5 in favor of Virtual Secret. Just like that, Savage also goes down to Blizzardvark in their far east, and now we're down to a 5v2. Certainly not out the realms of possibility, though, on getting this. Just get some of that famous Onward timing and a little bit of luck. And some good play. Blizzardvark, though, spots Esteban's movements. Does get taken out, and we are down to the final member of Mad Mafia to attack Virtual Secret. There's the first pick onto Blizzardvark, the Big Will wanted. 2 minutes 20 remaining. It does give away his position. He could rotate, but Virtual Secret remaining strong in their positioning at the moment. Big Will going to opt to try and take that far eastern side. Just confirms he did get that guy. This is where a good stabby had certainly helped, just to be sure that you did finish him off, but gunshots onto Big Will, takes a hit. Oh, and Dragon Square looking under the table, or well, whatever you want to call that thing there. It's like a stand. Is it a stand? That stand, looking underneath it. Does get the picks onto Big Will, giving Virtual Secret the 4th point of the 3rd map. And I've just got to say, very well played from both sides. You know, it was definitely going to be a tough battle. At the end of the day, Virtual Secret being a kind of well-versed team, but Mad Mafia getting those points at the end there on Bazaar, really showing, you know, that they're just here to get points, and you know, they do, and they're going to get them if you let them. So just very well played, really. Be good to see them once they've had a few games, and also the MMR balances itself out. Get to play teams that are on the same kind of wavelength as you learn, and get those scrims in, and before you know it, you will definitely be up there. So very well played. But tonight's victors, Virtual Secret, has been strong throughout, you know, and just fantastic plays, good communication, good cohesion, and good coordination. This team definitely going to be one on the lookout to watch for this season now, so I think we're definitely going to see a lot more of them as we go out through the season. So once again, all, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasant night and been a great game to catch. So on that note, I will be leaving you guys. So thank you very much again, and I will see you again for the very next match.